Hello, and welcome back. In this video, I'll be doing a brief overview of everything we've gone over in the Eduonics Adobe Photoshop Beginners course. We've learned a lot over this course. We went over how to get started with Photoshop, setting up factory defaults, and exploring default workspaces, opening photos and creating new documents from scratch, how layers and blend modes operate. We also went over the tools in Photoshop, isolating pixels with the selection tools, changing those pixels with the manipulation tools, creating content from scratch with the creation tools, and changing how we view our documents with the workspace tools. We went over workflow in Photoshop, how to go backwards and forwards in time with the history panel, how to save a series of steps as an action, the color panels, adjustment layers, and layer styles, how to convert regular layers into smart objects, using channels to see your image under different types of light, and masking areas of your layers that you want to hide. We also touched on photo correction, correcting buildings and objects with perspective distortion, how to push and pull pixels around with the liquify adjustment, performing a double raw conversion to get the most out of photos, and saving groups of images in one fell swoop with Image Processor. We also got to have some fun in Photoshop with special effects and techniques, creating a sliced photo and textured person, how to isolate and blur a background, creating a haze effect and grunge effect, how to make any image really pop, creating a vignette, making facial hair from scratch, combining two images together, creating realistic drop shadows, and whitening an infinity wall, using different techniques to create artificial weather, making wispy smoke, and finally, turning a regular person into a creature from outer space. If you were a Photoshop beginner before starting this course, you should now have a good working knowledge of how Photoshop operates. You should be comfortable with all the tools, familiar with the overall layout, and be able to apply some general effects. If you'd like to extend your knowledge and become a Photoshop pro, I strongly recommend checking out the Advanced Photoshop course. In it, I will be going over more complicated techniques, covering every facet of the program. That will do it for the Eduonics Adobe Photoshop Beginners course. My name is Matthew Brown, and I'll see you in the next video.